All right, and we're back. And unfortunately, this is just going to be, feels like it's going to be the status quo for today. There's definitely a learning curve here, and a gear list that I will be better prepared for, but I'll do my best. To keep bringing our team back to you guys. I love to come out and run some more of these trails out here in Johnson Valley. Cougar Buttes too is a pretty rad spot to go. Cougar Butts? Man, it is so dug out. It's crazy. I mean, even going up the side of Chocolate Thunder on the backside, it's really just all blown out. Like, it's all just rocks, whereas there used to be a lot more sand on top. It's got that Anza vibe right here. Looks like they've got somebody on their backside. Can't be fun getting blasted in the face with that. Fun fact, I first met Derek and Megan here, and in that order actually. I think I saw Megan's legs sticking out from underneath their car on the Rubicon. Derek was like, hey, and I'm like, what's up? And kind of recognized one another, but at that point, it was like one of the first real times we ever hung out, and I don't know, I'm just so thankful that I got to see him on the trail that day, because it's led to so many rad things and so much fun since. And what's funny is there's a couple crew members here who are like, yeah, I met him on the Rubicon too. It's funny. check. Alright. We'll get this audio thing figured out eventually. Or not. I don't know. Doing the best with what I got, bro. And not to mention learning as I go, you know, which is wild. For those of you who have no idea who the voice over the screen is, my name's Ollie, and I'm with Fast Friends. I got the chance to support Megan and Derek, and I'm so just beside myself that I even get the opportunity to like run their live cast, let alone be on the car, design the race suits, and just be a good friend. Pretty stoked. It's nice. So race light wheels, I don't know if we talked about it, but those things are so pretty. Like, it's going to be so sad to see what they look like when they get back from this race. But when they left from this pit, they looked very nice. Motive gear sounds like they make a certain type size gear that I guess Derek can't really find commonly, and having their support has been huge. So you know, a lot of these brand partnerships are so important to help these racers continue to do what they do, because just racing alone is expensive, and you're not going to break your fiscal year budget by supporting these racers, because they are the aspirational. Whether people know it or not, they're getting influenced by these guys. This is it. You know, you go around contingency, and the questions that people are asking are being asked from a place of really expecting to get like the most expert opinion back, because that's who racers are. They're the pros. And you're out there and you're putting your shit on the line, and you know you have to depend on the stuff that you take with you and you carry. So it's got to be good. And yeah, contingency line at a race is a great place to ask some questions, get to talk to some of the mechanics, crew chiefs, spouses, family members, friends, you know, all the things. Such a good time. got some pressure coming up from the back. You can hear those sirens that they have for horns. They'll blip you, or they'll get on it if they really think that you're stopping them from advancing. Correct, and it's not a blip on the horn. It's a nerf, because nerf or nothing. And you know, like, sometimes you just gotta push your limit and drive at your level. And if somebody's kind of behind you, but you're still advancing and they can't get around you, then I guess tough. Unless they get real aggressive and friendly and come up your ass, but usually they'll get nerfed. And you can either let it pass or, you know, keep doing you. And Megan and Derek are doing Megan and Derek. You saw them like catch up so quick and then, you know, fall back again after that little dip, but she gets passed by one. And you know, and it's interesting because there's a balance to this. You don't want to brake early on. You need longevity in these vehicles, so you know your driving style and your familiarity with what it can do or what kind of terrain it can do it on is going to be huge. And you know, Megan's just learning this car, so there's still a couple things that are unknowns, and you know, she's working through those, and getting better every minute in that seat. So, you know, it's awesome to watch her here at Hammers kind of level up, I guess you could say. I'm gonna switch back over to our map view here. And so you can see just how far they've already traveled. And it looks like they're coming up on lap 2 here. We lost the feed momentarily, but we're back. It's kind of like a roller coaster ride, you know? Making sure the speed stays. We technically didn't talk about commentation. It didn't actually come up. Could have been worth a conversation, but I don't know. I just feel compelled to talk a little bit as I get to enjoy the stoke with you sitting at home or in your office or in your garage like my buddy Matt, watching along, or at Remote Pit 2 watching on Jacob's phone. Probably everybody's on their phones right now. We've got some really great coverage of, right on that note, we have some really great coverage of 2 amazing drivers and human beings that we get to spend a day with and, you know, kind of get through this Sufferfest with them together. Not sure if like that's the dust affecting the feed or how it kind of works on that end. So here we go. I'm like, I don't have these trails memorized. So it looks like, and there's a couple different routes, but the red indicates lap 1, which is what they're currently on, at the bottom of Outer Limits trailhead on the other side, it seems. But this is, I guess, the main desert lap. And oh yeah, there's that OVR experience up there. Right by the race course. I mean, such a great spot to just watch these cars go by. Very cool. And I believe they will be going, are they going back through there? I'm not 100% sure. It's like, that's why you need like a bunch of different hosts, like the ones who are like super brainy about like the course and the ones who are super technical about the car. But you know, making the best with what I got. gotta say, a lot of these teams wouldn't be where they're at without the support of all of their partners, of course, but tires for racing, like, tires is a massive commodity. And having a partner on board who kind of treats the relationship more like family than they do, almost got it. Give me 1 second. Like a brand like Milestar, you know, they check up on you, they care about you. When you're part of the family, you're in the family. They don't turn their back. Like, you know, your vehicle's down for a year. They're not docking you points. They're there for you. They're there for you when you're ready. And you know, it's an easy company to get behind when they've won races on these tires. And Megan and Derek have a set of tires that they've pre-run on a lot, and it's still holding strong. So, you know, check them out. Milestar tires. Just because something's affordable doesn't make it bad, right? Like, they're good tires. You might fall in love. I run them on my Jeep and my Subaru, and both of them have done things that I've been proud of. So, check it out. They're running the Patagonia MT2s. I believe it's the black label. But it's a sticky tire. Our buddy Alfie, he's been preaching about black labels for like the last 5 years. And yeah, I mean, he's all slow and steady on the rocks, and he just makes his way up and stuff. So, anyways, huge thanks to Milestar Tires for the support of the program. You know, Megan and Derek couldn't do what they do without you. I do highly recommend too, check out King of the Hammers' own live feed, so you'll understand the race a lot better than what I could explain to you. I literally come out here once or twice a year, and am by no means an expert. I'm just a lover, not a driver here, ladies and gentlemen. I love the Hammers though. By far, my favorite race in the world, next to Rallycross and Isle of Man. You know, like maybe the Lemons, not Le Mans, but the 24-hour Lemons. That's always been on my bucket list. But yeah, and it takes a village. And you know, the funniest thing is they have a big MDM construction logo on the side of this race car, and that's what really pays the bills. I mean, they're very lucky to have some of the partners that, you know, have been part of what they do and part of their program. But you know, Derek works his ass off, has a construction company, and a lot of that hard-earned money and effort and work goes right back into this program. So, you know, race car life is very hard life. Just being a dumb overlander is expensive enough, let alone being a race car driver. So you gotta pick where your joy is. Some of that desert gets a little spicy. Wonder where they're at. Let's see. Do I have them on this map? No. I'll go find out where exactly I need to. Hold on. We must have had a jump in the tracking because they were way further out. But yeah, they're on their way back into Hammertown right now. So looks like they come around the backside. I'm gonna get it wrong. I could have sworn somebody said it was called Jack. On the backside, but yeah, and then through back door. I don't know if anyone's ever been to this, the 40. I haven't yet. I've always found ways to be busy out here. Never quite made it to the 40. But this yellow brick tracking and software is so nice. Like, works really well. Looking forward to the day where you can really just like see the driver move on screen live. I'm not sure. Actually, let's check this out. You can see the green line that they're running. It's interesting that it's diverging a bit, but I'm sure that's probably very normal. Yeah, the tracking is just not matching up to the live of what's actually happening. It's got a little bit of a delay. But yeah, they're coming around this this canyon here, and should be in after their first lap here. I'd say, how far are we? About 5, 10, 15, 20. Still got about another maybe 25 miles, if I'm reading this correctly. Which will place them, you know, here in the next 20 minutes, 25 minutes, maybe a little bit more, 30, 40, we'll see. But right now it's all open roads for a minute. Until you find that bomb crater. You're like, oh, damn. Took the day off today just to be here, jump on with you guys and hear the broadcast, which is nice because there's no way in heck I could run a broadcast like this. Granted, I'm sure it's going to get easier as time moves on, but yeah, this is a lot of stress, a lot of work, and you know, if it worked perfectly fine, like trouble-free, yeah, that'd be something, but it's not. We got a new car, we got a new media system. We're all learning here. I'm just so thankful I got the start. That, you know, I missed the anthem. I'm like, oh man, Derek's gonna get on me about that, but I got the start, so. Just when I thought you couldn't be any dumber, you go and totally redeem yourself. Anyone know that reference? Yeah. Let's go. I'm going to take a quick break, and hopefully our feed stays strong. So far, so good. Megan looks great. Car seems very mellow right now. Whether it's going to be the calm before the storm or an unexpected turn of vibe, we'll see. But they're looking good. It's really interesting to see Derek giving out the information on what's coming up ahead and keeping her on course, and how she has to be in tune with him, and he's got to be in tune with her, and it just keeps improving the more time they get together. And here they come along the backside of that canyon. They're just about in. I am way off on my timing. But then again, I'm not a professional commentator. I just party here. So they're through that valley. They came out in front of the back door. And we should be having them come in soon. Here they come. It's going to be their first pit stop. It's interesting that the on-vehicle audio is starting to sync up